Hello and welcome back to the BA Gaming channel. Now today we've got a new game. We've got Rebel Inc. Escalation, I think it's called. Now we've played Plague Inc. as we can see up here. There's all these Inc. games that they've got. We've played Plague Inc. We're going to Rebel Inc. and we're going to just see what it's all about. I've played the tutorials, kind of seen some information online, but haven't seen a lot of it. So today we're going to pretty much be jumping straight into this game and playing it without really knowing what's going on. We'll go. Do we go campaign mode? I think we go campaign mode. I think we go campaign mode. If I can click campaign mode. Yeah, so it's sending us to complete the main game beforehand. Okay, we'll go on this then. An insurgent threat from the mountains in the northeast threatens these sleepy rural plains. Go to Saffron Fields. Go to next. Civil servant, a reliable pair of hands. Yes, that is exactly what we are. So that's the only thing we can do. Empty advisory slots. As you can see here, we get advisory slots. These are pretty much just to help along the way. However, we haven't completed any of the maps, so at the minute, we haven't got any. We'll go to normal. Yes, we'll go normal. Name your operation Hopeful Dawn. No, we'll go for... I'm tempted to call it Asher Delight, but I think that's going to sound really weird. Yeah. No. Why is it not letting me change it? Do I have to press like... Oh, and then start game. I see. I see. Right. So we're going to start the game. Approved. Launching Operation Asher Delight in Saffron Fields. But yeah, great support on the channel so far. We are, as I'm recording this, we're only 6 subscribers away from 200. So if you guys can subscribe, like the video, it would mean a lot. Before we jump into this game, I just wanted to say it. I just wanted to say thank you. Right. An invasion is over, and combat forces have been withdrawn. Despite initial hopes of change, the region is unstable and population feels neglected. The local government has asked you to lead an operation to stabilise the region. You have full responsibility of all civilian and military matters. So I've done the tutorial for both of these, so I should know what's really going on. Setting up your HQ. This will be the central civilian and military headquarters of Operation Asher Delight. Choose a location for your HQ. Transport links are helpful, then press the button to begin. So in terms of areas, you've got these little villages that we probably won't want our HQ to be. So it'll probably be this big city here. There you go. And then we can do that. Perfect. So now, gain supporters to stabilise the region. To win, stability of 100% of the region. The stability bar on the top of your screen shows your progress and your number of supporters. So you can see the progress here. That's how many people dislike me. That's how many people like me as a leader. Fund incentives to increase your support level and win over supporters across the region. Now these are all down here. So if you go to civilian, you've got your likes of development discussions, you've got service discussions, and you've got infrastructure discussions. The more that you do these, and the more that you buy and the more that it goes round. So, for instance, if we build services, they then link out for schools, medical supplies, and water supplies. So the more that you buy, the more support you get. We've bought that, and that's gone up. You see down here we've got corruption risk. Now, corruption's all about your government. Obviously, there's many corrupt governments in the world. We're not going to go into that today. But down here, you've got anti-corruption. So if you buy that, it reduces your corruption risk for people then to kind of pretty much corrupt your areas. And military, obviously, it's locked right now, but that will then be like an extra deployment of areas. With inflation, we've got to keep an eye on inflation because obviously inflation means more money will be lost. So inflation down here is at 0% and corruption's at 4%. So there's your little border down there to say exactly what it is. So in this little village here, we've got 50,000 people we've got 52,000 people. 50,000 of them are neutral, so they have no support for me, no dislike of me. 1,600 have a dislike, and 187 have a support. So if we then click onto this and then go to operation, what we're going to do is I think schools and water are going to be our big thing. So as you can see there, I've purchased those two, and it's given us a drive for literacy or just some school supplies, and then the water is a water expansion or basic sanitation. So in terms of this now, we'll click play, and there should be an increase after these incentives have been built, that we'll then see an increase in people that support us. Inflation is going up and corruption is going up. So what I'm going to do straight away is I want to get corruption sorted. I don't want any corruption. Um, the reputation bar shows how long until you lose. So the reputation bar is here. If this goes down to 0, we then lose. So we've got to keep an eye on that to make sure that we don't lose. We've just gone up by 80% from 0 to 80 because of what we've done. So hopefully that is a good sign of things to come. Right, in terms of what we want then, we want some more, let's go for infrastructure and we'll go development discussions. And then we'll go livestock development. High inflation, yeah, increases the cost. Corruption is still quite high. How much money do we have? We've got £28. I kind of want to go for another anti-corruption and then see, but watch out for inflation. Yeah, that's fine. So as we're building some nice stuff. In terms of insurgent willingness to talk, perfect. Reputation's fine. Region. So the region is here. So we're in this little area and we haven't searched for this. So the reputation's high, which is fine. Threat assessment. So we haven't got any active fighters because we haven't unlocked it. You've got all of these places that we'll need to unlock or go to and explore. So you've got your region's population. As you can see, supporters is only at 500. Stability over time, we've got to get that as high as possible. Stability 1%, we haven't made any progress really. So we've got to try and make this area as stable as possible. Ashes of Delight receives funds every month. Your budget is based on your reputation and the number of zones that you've stabilised. Your supporters need confidence in your ability to get the job done. So if we then go over to here, is unstable. I don't think, yeah, this is just for one area, isn't it? We've got to try and remember how to play this now. Needs local time, perfect. Okay. So in terms of what we've got going on here, so we've got hostiles is going down, and our supporters in this area is going up. So as you can see in the top here, regional stability has gone down to 0, but our supporters is now above 800, and that's now going down. So the more people that are supporting us, the more development we can get, and it's a lot easier to then move on in the game. So operation, we've already got to that. So what do we have to do this? Why is it locked? That is interesting. Right, okay. Government. We'll go for government incentives, or we won't. We'll go for local militia, and we'll go for district incentives. And as you can see, it then brings us all these different options that we can then get, so we can then go forward with our lives. Main roads we'll go for, and we'll go for highways. We've got $4 left, so we'll leave that then. We'll get those building and see what that does for us. So in terms of this, you can see that this is going up for our area. So what I've done is I've increased the roads and highways just so we've got a better link between areas. Oh, here we go. What's this? Flood devastates Bravo Tango. Heavy rainfall in Bravo Tango has resulted in flooding, displacing many civilians and causing extensive property damage. What will Asher Delight do? Now, in terms of money, I'm not entirely sure what we've got. Have we got £6? We have got £6. So corruption increases, which is fine because corruption will always increase. So corruption's at 39% at the minute. So we want to try and get our area as close down to 0 as possible for corruption. Insurgency rumoured. Military incentives authorised. So, in terms of what that means for us, does that then mean that we can? So we can now deploy soldiers. So if we buy that, there you go. we've now got the chances of drones, fighter strikes, etc. So in terms of soldiers, you'll have deployment of soldiers training on the left of the screen there. So when that goes full, you'll have like a little blue area here, and then I can deploy that anywhere that I want to. So if I could then do that to there, and just have them there, just chilling. So soldiers that have been deployed in Bravo uniform. Your soldier unit has been deployed in the zone. You can drag the soldier token to move it to different zones. So if I then want them to move over to, say, here, I can just drag them across. As you can see, they're just chilling. Insurgents attacking, that preventing stability. So we want them to go from this, and we want them to go all the way to there. And then once they get over there, they'll then fight the insurgents off, as you can see. They've got the little red dots, which are the areas that we're defending, or the people that we're trying to attack. So as they go down, it's their concerns of a lack of health. So if we then go to unstable, supported by 65%. So in terms of health, if we then go back and then stop that, and then go to operation, civilians, what have we got health-wise here? That is the great success here. Health, medical supplies. So if we then boost that and then go core care health, and then hopefully that will then boost our stability in that area. I'm keeping an eye on this deployment over here. Insurgents take over Foxtrot Juliet. Okay, so hopefully when our soldiers get there, that'll be fine, and they can defeat them, and we can win that back. So our soldiers are now there. And hopefully we've got corruption rising. Okay, interesting. So our soldiers are there on that little piece of land, and hoping they will. So as you can see, at the minute we're going to be losing that battle. So if we then go over to our military again and go for that, hopefully by the time that they are trained up, we can then chuck them over there and they can help out with that insurgents. Say an invalid destination. I hope. Oh, I might have to drag them to there, and then can't drag them there. Interesting. So we're going to lose that fight, which sucks. So our guys are going to die in that one, are they? That's interesting. So they've got quite a lot of people there. I'm going to put some people on the border and just see what goes on. So what is going on there? So it's gathering. They're gathering intel. Help needed in the mountains. Help getting out by placing soldiers in neighbouring neighbouring neighbourhoods. So we want to go airstrikes then, and we want to go drones. So that airstrike, as soon as we get that airstrike in, did I get it? This is where I'm confused about what's going on. Yeah, so we've got the drone up there, and we should have airstrikes coming in. You can see our blue bars now coming up a little bit. So we've got the airstrikes coming in, but still not enough. So military will go precision for that. Hopefully, there you go. That just drops people on there, and hopefully we can get something sorted there. So these guys are now going to be fighting there. What we got going on here? Aphid infestation affecting crop yields. So we want to go farms collapse. We want to go for that then, don't we? Pesticides. There was a chance that the things surprise attack in Bravo Romeo. Oh, so we want to get these guys as close there as possible. Oh, they've been defeated. We want to get these guys here as close as soon as possible because we don't want them to die, pretty much. So we need our guys there as soon as possible because we're quite close to the headquarters here. So we want to get these guys as soon as done. Just get them away. As you've got these guys are now countering a lot of there. So the insurgents is affecting us quite a lot in terms of that area. So if we try and then kill these guys off first, we'll then go back to that. So operation, we need more military. Um, we probably want to go deploy national soldiers next. What's that? $10. Okay. There we go. $10. Then we go to that one. We'll get some national soldiers in. That's going to take more training for them, which is obviously fine. So I'm a bit worried about this insurgents now. Do short extension. I don't mind losing some reputation points. We've gone down to 67. This is going to be interesting. Right, so the camp's up there. So they're coming closer to us now. So we need the deployment of these soldiers to come in quickly. Just try and get the soldiers over there. So we still haven't been able to kill these guys off, which is interesting. Still trying to kill these people off. Okay, so over here with our guys are doing better. As soon as we get these national soldiers in, we'll then go a bit more aggressive. We can get some more national soldiers. Yeah, so weaker than coalition, but okay, we still need to think about civilians here. So the water expansion and basic hygiene, pretty much, and we'll go expanded healthcare. Hopefully that deals with that issue. 54%. So our reputation is going further and further down at the minute. So we're still they're now trying to fight our town, which is interesting. We can't get rid of them at the minute, which is annoying. This area is completely occupied by us now, so we're going to go into this area and try and occupy this, and hopefully that will then give us back. So the insurgents camp has been destroyed. Fantastic, but our reputation is going further and further down here. So what's causing our reputation to go down is what I want to know. So in terms of reputation is adequate. You need to stabilize zones and find more civilian incentives to gain supporters and fund more civilian incentives. So electricity will go for, and we'll go for advanced sanitation, and hopefully that boosts our reputation a little bit. It boosts it by 3. All right, these guys are still trying to fight these guys off. Sorry, I've got a bit of a angry about coalitions. Okay. Oh, we're finally gained that area. Okay, decent. We'll go into this area then, and then hopefully that will sort that out. Still trying to get these guys gone. We've nearly got national soldiers as well, so hopefully, we've got a bit of regional stability. There you go. So that area is classed as ours, kind of thing, I think, because we've done really well there. Okay, so in terms of these, we want to drop these straight in on this area, as it takes a bit of a while to load. And then these guys are running away. These guys are now coming back into here. Escaping from our soldiers. Okay, interesting. So this area, we want to go to there because these guys are still there. So we've just gained that area back. These guys drop into there because they're now back in there, so we don't want them to take that over. Yeah, we'll send them home. So it'll boost morale. Um, but they have taken over, kind of thing. We're waiting on this. So this green, I think, means that they're ours. They've retaken that one, which is okay, I guess. Um, oh no! Can I cancel that and take them there because they're now affecting our place there. So in terms of operation, we want to then go to military again and buy some more of the military. Trying to think, national travel logistics, national soldiers. Okay. So our sport level's still low, so we'll go over to our civilian area and see what we can do. Um, agricultural logistics will do and try and boost our reputation that way. And then hopefully we can get stuff going. So they're now gone into there. We want to try and take that. And these national soldiers are not doing well at all. Okay. Kind of want to drop them in there, and I'm going to drop these in here and try and get these just done. And just try and get these killed off. And as soon as we get them killed off, we can then move this upwards and then move this into here. So let's have a look at our operation. Let's have a look at government. We'll go for foreign relations, and hopefully that sorts some issues out. So we've got these guys that are fighting off these. So that's expanding up there, which is fine. I'm then worried about this round here. So in terms of military, the only one we've got left is to do that. So we've got a lot of military at the minute. So this is all that. Oh, Christ, no intel. I didn't even mean to click that. So let's have a look at what's going on. We've got these areas which are fine. These guys need to drop into there. I think if those guys fight off these, I think these guys are going to move up to this side, and I want to then try and take this side from here and try and go that way and then go like that, or they're going to fight off this base. And then these guys need to go into there and then try and sort that out. So in terms of services are going up, which is fantastic. Civilians will go for some more civilian incentives. So we'll go for polio, and we'll go for tuberculosis. We'll also go for telecoms, just to try and increase our reputation. What's going on here? Airstrike hits civilians, which we need to. So we want deny any responsibility for the airstrike. Was successfully denied. Get in. Right, so these guys need help up here. These guys, I want to try and get into that area, and hopefully we can then get that cleared off. These guys need to go into here because they're now going to there. Soldiers need help to win Foxtrot Oscar. Why can I not then take them to there? Which is interesting. These guys are struggling here. They've won that. So if we then go up into the mountains and try and get them cleared, a bit of air striking. Right, let's have a look at what we've got military-wise, because I want to go for this. Or do I go for this? Garrisons. I think that'll be better for us, actually. These guys are now going more over this side, which is good for us. These guys are struggling. They're all struggling, to be fair. Build garrison. And then that links that up, and that wants to... we might have to send those guys home. So in terms of what we've got here, we've got stability. We've got 38% stability in our areas. These guys are now going up to here, so we'll extend them to there, so we'll push them away. I've accidentally clicked long extension then, didn't even mean to. These guys are now fooled us, they've gone back into there. Interesting. So what's going on here? Unofficial contact with urgent, try to talk. Refuse peace talks, interesting. Right, so in terms of what we want to do then, we want to go more airstrikes, don't we? So how much are airstrikes? 12, so we'll wait for 12. What is it? The government is doing that. Okay, outreach office. So we're down to 18 reputation. So this is going to be our first game. I don't expect us to do well here. It's just going to be hoping and praying that we can do something. Then I'm going to go over to there. In terms of this area, we're doing this. Oh, the garrison's now been overtaken. This is not good from us. Not good at all. We'll go over to that area, but they will just come back straight in. So in terms of reputation, we need to sort something out here, don't we? Go civil support for our garrison, but our garrison has been destroyed, so that's great. These two guys are now going to be in this area. Interesting. We're trying to destroy them. I'll tell you that now. We are trying. So what have we got here? That's to do with interpreters and guides, isn't it? So we really want to get this 12. So if we get another 2 funds, we'll then sort that out. and then go from there. So we're up to 19. Right, okay, here we go. Military. We get this heavy ordnance, and then just drop them into there and try and get them to help us. So in terms of our land, we've expanded quite a bit. What's going on here? Foreign arrivals supporting insurgents. Um, that one. I'll go for some subtle pressure. Effects fail. Interesting. Right. So in terms of our areas here, we've got to try and get into this area now. They haven't got a lot of land. Um, so I'm going to try and get them defeated just by that. Okay, we'll go more civilians now. We'll go for some school supplies and then our school expansion. Hopefully that boosts. If our reputation gets boosted up from here, um, yeah. Right, we need to get these guys up to here, and then get these guys into there. It looks like we're going to take back this land here. Insurgents escaping from our soldiers. It's fine. The National Guard are there, so we want to put them there. Let's have a look what we've got going on here. Government, what we got government-wise? Government incentives. So we've got the urban outreach and we've got the rural outreach. We'll go for urban. Then we'll go rural next. So those guys are there. If we go over to here, because they've just now taken over this area, we'll get that area for us. Our reputation is slightly going up. We'll go for apologising. I think that's our best bet there. So in terms of what we've got area-wise, we've got people in every single area at the minute, which is good for us. We've got a little one coming over here. Try to talk. We'll try and talk again, and then refusing peace talks. We'll build a garrison over there, which is fine, and link those guys up, and link those to those, so we've got those. And I'm worried about this little river here. I'm guessing they can't breach over the river. Medical chains vastly improved. Perfecto. In terms of the government, what is the Nova corruption? It's that. International assistance from global charities might be nice. So we've got this little garrison here. It's weird, lovely life over here. 2 chance that apology fails. Yeah, so our apology didn't fail there. Subtle pressure. We'll go for subtle pressure. Insurgents lose support. Perfect. Absolutely perfect from us. We'll send these guys home. So in terms of what we've got now down here, I don't know how much we've got. In terms of what we've got people wise. So they've only now got 2 areas, but these guys are now going to be sent home. So it boosts morale, but in terms of what we've not got a lot. Keep rules unchanged. I want to keep rules unchanged because airstrikes are needed. So in terms of infrastructure, we're fine. So these guys are going to be fighting here. These guys need help up there, is what they do need. So military-wise, what have we got to offer? We've got nothing. Absolutely nothing to offer. Combat reinforcements from our garrison probably is what I want. Is probably what I'd go for, as these guys have now taken over this area. So this is the problem with the coalition, guys. I don't know. Charities prepared to help. Full access. Yes. I don't know how it's going to help in terms of us. Let's have a look here. So they've tried to reestablish people. I want to try and talk to them again. That's reduced my reputation by 1. And they're now coming back at us. So in terms of our military, where are all of these guys gone? Because we've sent them home, but we now don't have any military, which is not good at all. So we need another 1 before we then do any more military. So these guys are now coming back at us. What we got here? National travel logistics. So we then want to go for another one of them, and then 14 is the next one. But these ones are the slow ones. So in terms of what we got, so people need help. So they are now literally branching out, and they're gonna affect what we're doing here massively. Which is annoying. So all this infrastructure is now being built down here to support this. So all of these will now be affecting us massively. In terms of regional stability, we're up there. Coalition proposes military surge. Yeah, we'll go for that. Accept a military surge, which would be great. And we can get these guys up there, and then we can fight these areas. Let me just do it ASAP. Because then about to go into our process of a lack of jobs. We'll get that sorted in a second. We'll get that sorted in a second. Do not worry. So operations, civilians. It's going to take a very long time. This, I think. I do kind of want to get this over and not over and done with, but in terms of what I want to do for this episode, I kind of want to get this one done first, and then go into the next one. Cause one completed by charity. So this area is now going to be taken over by us. This one's going to be affected. What have we got going on here? Gulf Sierra chosen for Ashton Garrison. We haven't got enough money, which is not good. So we'll wait for that. That's going to die down. We need them to go into that area anyway. And if we get to $6, we'll then do that. Try to talk. Come on. It's 33% chance that wasn't going to work. Right, we need $6 here. There we go. So if we then build a garrison there, hopefully that then links us up a little bit. And these guys are now going back into the mountains, so we've got a bit of hope here. As the guys are now going to be fighting in this little area to try and stop these guys. They're now branching into this area. Interesting. So I kind of want these guys to come back down here now. To try and stop that. Shared Air Force? Yeah, we'll go Shared Air Force. Down to 5 reputation. So I don't know how we've gone down to 5 reputation, considering we've nearly won the war. We've nearly won the battle here. As these guys are now fleeing. And we've gone down to 2 reputation. Interesting. Right, civilians. Let's try and boost this a little bit then. Or do we go government? Is that what the problem is here? Rural outreach, try and benefit people, maybe? It's gone down to 1. How was it down to 1? The resurgence is just like, oh, it's now gone up. Subtle pressure. Losing support. How's it gone down to 1 again? Oh, this is crazy. We're about to win against the people over here. Defeat! Probably all corruption. I forgot about corruption. Anyway, I'm going to end that there for today. It's actually a really interesting game. The first time I've probably played it. So if you guys do want to see more of this on the channel, please let me know, and we'll get more of it on the channel. I probably will record another episode after this one to try and do this a bit better. So we'll do this map again, and then we'll go from there. But thank you very much for watching. Hope that you liked it, and I will see you next time at 4 p.m. Just a quick one. I'm going to put an announcement out later on. From the 13th of August onwards, the videos will be coming out at 6 p.m. That's because I'm going back to work. I've been signed off work for the last 2 months, so I'm going to be going back to work, and I work nights. So 6 p.m. for me is my first break time, so I'm going to be uploading them at that time, just so you guys know. But anyway, like, subscribe, and I will see you next time, 4 p.m.